Happy Friday to everybody. This is Mr. Brooks, and today's an NTI day, but I wanted to give you some help on the quiz. And excuse me, I think some people already mentioned, like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So the biggest thing you can do for help right away, and think I'm going to ask you, like, if you get stuck, where can you go? If you get stuck in my class, where can you go? Well, you can go to the helper documents. The helper documents has a whole bunch of stuff in there, and it's updated a lot. So even if it's not there on Wednesday, check it again on Thursday. Okay. Um, but check the helper documents to see if there's any advice in there you can get. And then if you're really confused about this skill, then you can go back and you can go to the learning targets, and the learning targets page up linked at the top of the lesson plan document will give you YouTube videos that can help you with the skill. Okay, so the quiz is application. Okay, it's not just an equation, but it's application, how you use it. And I'm going to go over a few things here right now to remind you of some things that might give you light on it. And of course, you can edit your quiz. So if you get it wrong and then you go back and you look at the helper documents, or you watch this video, you can go back and make a change on it. Okay. So what you have to know is you have to know, we did this in class, that when you do x plus x, that's 2x. Okay, so notice that the exponents did not change, but that the coefficient changed. Okay, and so on the first problem, you have all these different gumdrops, and you're going to sort them. Okay, so get all the like terms together, and then when you combine them, and combine is a word that means add. We went over that under translating. So when you combine these together, you're adding them, and that's what you're doing here. So you don't change the exponents. If you had, for example, x squared plus 2x squared. Okay, so now you have these exponents of x squared, or the exponent of 2. All right, and what you would do is you would apply the same principle. There'd be a 1 there and the 2 here, and that makes 3. X, and this doesn't change. The exponent doesn't change. Okay, so when that gum drops, you have some x squareds, and you have some x's, and you have some constants where there's no variable, and you're going to sort them and then combine them, and then you're going to put the 3 buckets together and make an expression. An expression would be, well, 2x is an expression, but also 2x plus 3x squared is an expression, right? And notice that in this expression, you have something like these terms separated by plus or minus, and then you have the x's separate, because x is different than x squared, and those aren't like terms. Now you might also have a constant over here, okay, like plus 11, for example. And remember, none of these 3 terms are alike, and so you can't put them into one term, but this is an expression. What you won't have in the quiz is an equation. An equation would have an equal sign. So, okay. And you won't have to solve in the quiz, because there's no equal sign. And if you don't have an equal sign, you're not solving. You can simplify it, but you can't solve it. And so none of your answers are going to have an equal sign. Okay, we're not solving in this quiz. Okay, and then kind of the tangent apart from this is, if you have x squared times x, something like that, then then you would change the exponent. That would be x cubed. Okay, so when you multiply, you add the exponents. When you add, you leave the exponents the same and you add the coefficients. That would be it. The other thing you have to know about the quiz is the definition of perimeter. And the definition of perimeter is add up all the sides. So if you think about what we did with the gumballs with combined like terms, it's adding them up, combining them. And perimeter is exactly that. It's combining them. Okay. And when you add, you're using this principle right here. Okay. So hopefully this video helps.